Hello fellow YouTubers and gamers, my name is TTC9Able and welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. So, I was playing for a little bit, but then I realized my stream wasn't working, so here I am restarting. But yeah, game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. Yeah, would you... Okay, I say no to spoilers. Okay, well... Say... Okay. There we go. Stream is working fine. Please enter your name. I'm gonna put in... because I'm playing as... or, I'm cosplaying Sheriff Woody right now. So... See an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she may draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it's just kind of works out because each other so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase me after like this, I almost feel better running off anyway. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Hey, how's it going, man? You see it? I'm gonna let the girl characters do their own talking, so I'll read my parts and the inner monologues out loud for you. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Okay. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Whatever you say, Sayori. Cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students, making their daily commute. Club? Told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Did I? Sure, it's possible that I did in one way or any conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average, spending free time on games and anime. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if that makes you happy. Promises, though. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? I imagine. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worried so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever. It's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs, so I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Sayori? Sorry, I must have to the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. You don't need... Oh yeah, happy Halloween, bro. You don't need to wait up for me, it's only going to make you late for your own club. What? Sayori, there's no way I'm going to your club. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after all, the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Why do you care so much anyway? Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a selection of the school I rarely visit. I feel like that was literal. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I told you, don't call me a new member. That's around the room. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Sorry. The girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Sayori, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet you both. Smiles sweetly. Do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Man, so many firecrackers going off in the distance, and I don't know if anyone can hear that, but yeah. Anyway. Monaco is probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monaco. Girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray. Yes, I did read the warnings. So, a lot of things don't typically bother me, but... Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marched back to the table, tray in hand. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing. Little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Sayori grabbed one first, then Monica. I follow. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. Never really said that earlier, but okay. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. I heard this somewhere before. I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Sayori said... Just call me Baka. Alright. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Her returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? I guess. Salted, Yuri looks away. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Enough, I just finished reading a book yesterday. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, smiles at me. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I'm practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You'd probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Let's see. Yuri also nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there aren't any more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of new members joining. Well, I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Well, that can change. Saying. Yeah, I can see why. She do like the purple hair. I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. Here's a yawn. Okay. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Haha. Oh boy. No. Sorry, Seidels? Up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. Natsuki, you write your own poems? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? Natsuki averts her eyes. Ah, not a very confident writer yet. Confident writer yet? Freaking eyes started twitching there. Guess it's the same for Yuri. Well, I'll sit in silence for a moment. Or, we all sit in silence for a moment. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Smiles warmly at me once again. Okay, well. Hold on, there's still one problem. Now that we're... Yeah, I know, no spoiling. Just... I'd say, don't tell me when something's gonna happen. I wanna know. Surprise. Now I'm expecting something to happen, like, really soon. Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. Never said I would join this club. Sorry may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decisions. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! Thanks, I guess. Sheesh. The firecrackers. It's like, it's 10. Monica looks over at me once more. Really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school clubs. Sure, might as well. With that, the two of us depart the classroom and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances and make sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick your words you think favorite club members will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Contamination, smile, sticky pain, sparkle, nature, massacre, covet, electricity, determination. Pick sticky. Destiny, feather, music, adventure, ocean, heaven sent, up, skipping, escape. Lollipop. Vibrant, bunny, heart, cheeks, love, extraordinary, lucky, bliss, hurt, philosophy. Cheeks. Don't judge me, I'm just picking funny words I find the funniest. Graveyard, infinite, shame, fireflies together, captive, starscape, headphones, empty, or cute. Together. Vitality, sensation, hope, crimson, defeat, rainbow, lust, pure, horror, or embrace. Yeah, I'll pick a list. Peaceful, bouncy, intellectual, email, flying, portrait, jumpy, ambient, whisper, variants. Bouncy. Amazing, romance, dazzle. Incapable, journey, unrequited, spinning, clouds, cry, afterimage. Fifth, afterimage. Marriage, poof, alone, sweet, suicide. Okay. Fireworks, passion, puppy, melody, or band. Say. Shiny, frightening, fun, color, hop, fester, dance, imagination, peace, or insight. Let's see. Hey, I got a trophy. Doki Doki Poetry Slam. Fun. Promise, play, climax, tears, prayer, meager, clumsy, disoriented, sugar, and boop. I'm going with climax. Silly, calm, fuck, I hate being dyslexic. Effulgent. Effulgent? What the hell is this word? Laugh, fantasy, family, depression, anxiety. Oh man. Socks or misfortune. Socks! I'm gonna say socks, just because it just seems so out of place and vicious, kawaii, tenacious, and fallible, unstable, treasure, misery, eternity, essence, or broken. Go with kawaii. Memories, desire, disarray, fear, twirl, vanilla, tragedy, wonderful, chocolate, or strawberry. Desire. Awesome, sing, secretive, party, explode, heartbeat, sunset, disown, and cloud, existence, explode, agonizing, entropy, rose, comfort, cage, cheer, candy, vivid, kiss, analysis. I'll go with comfort. Question, universe, uncanny, death, time, lipstick, uncontrollable, unending, fluffy, or beauty. Charm, daydream, kitty, raindrops, lazy, pink, dark, pout, incongruent. Kitty. Giggle, sadness, flee, milk, bubble, summer, whistle, hopeless, swimsuit, extreme, swimsuit. Dream, despise, scars, happiness, unrestrained, holiday, judgment, sunny, inferno. Happiness. Breathe, games, parfait, doki doki, marshmallow, skirt, vacation, loud, forgive, atone. Ooh, parfait. I think that just showed who's gonna like my poem. The end there. I should save my game. Yeah. Save it here. Yeah, yep, I didn't run away. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. I'd like to see how mine turns out. I'm like literally playing... What's that game called? Mad Libs? Oh, spilled the beans! Natsuki finds her stuck between saying Monica and... Monica is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Me? What is it? I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. This girl accidentally being so cute. She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica have a cheery conversation in the corner. His face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperating sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Oh, Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How do you know, anyway? What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Fae Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic, or it's simply terrible. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. She shoves the book right into my hand. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I wouldn't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading. I don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then. I am, but nothing's really happening yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be plots? Is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just mean that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. It doesn't, I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? Yeah. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? It's very interesting. I do like the characters. We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? Even though you're just watching me read. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up on a series I enjoy. You know what I mean. You don't? What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Oh, sorry. Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it would take a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitate towards the losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Wait, which part? Okay. Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading this. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? Yeah. Flip the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But as she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Natsuki suddenly noticed how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself 12 inches away from me. 12 inches. Alright. Guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. Ah, yeah, but Monica just said... Is it really alright? Excuse me. I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Alright. By tomorrow? Got partway through the volume so far. Might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. Yeah. Relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Sayuri and Mino enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayuri is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral note. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same for myself. Oh, okay, I'll save the game. Okay, so judging with how the characters were reacting at the end of when I was at home writing, I noticed Natsuki jumped up at the end. Chibi jumped up, so I should share it with her. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poem yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Natsuki rereads my poem. And what's the point in sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Oh! I guess I was too good. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I said that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. Can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she likes my poem. In that case, you still need to show me yours, right? Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. That's about it. Oh my gosh, I like it. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Because it's dumb? But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yeah, I understand. So you did. Guess more went into that than I realized. Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I wouldn't take that away from her. You're right. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes more than time for her to finish reading it. It's fine. Don't force yourself. Yeah. Why do you ask? So it's that bad. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes. Really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Biased? How? It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghosts under the light. Tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. I think that must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green. Wow, that sounded like a close one. Anyway, the last. Oh my gosh, I lost my train of thought because of the firecrackers. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Since living in the past, the light flickers. Flick back. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. People could quit it with the damn firecrackers. Like, I know it's Halloween and all, but come on. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. Not at all. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Ha! Really? I must have totally missed the point. It's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. Let's see. Of course, it's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who writing poems in his spare time? Wish I could see my own poem. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in your club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that one then. I'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Trusting me to wish away a rainy day? Look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I love that last part. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? Can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. Came out nice. How should I put it? Sounds just like you. Yeah. Especially the last line. Exotone. Even though you're late to school. Yeah, I mean, she's right. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Guess, he says. Monica's the last one, so... yeah. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Really? Oh, jeez. Haha. If you say so. see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. Sound pretty confused for someone who claims not to be very good. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in a wall. Hole in wall. Couldn't have been me. See the direction, the spackled trude. Easy neighbor. Never know. Wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. Pull behind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas is scorched with the permanent copy of this image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now, I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. He, on the other side, was looking in. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. What was the inspiration behind this one? Epiphany? See. Gotcha. Phew. Guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. It was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayuri and Monica happily chatting. Eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As I read in tandem, watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. She can't read it. Oh boy. Oh, that just sounds like straight up fireworks. firecrackers anymore. I swear, if this street burns down. Natsuki suddenly stands up. They're fighting over me. He stands up as well. Oh, shit. What the f... Okay. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Boy, I'm gonna have to pick a side now, aren't I? Dragged into this in the first place. It's not like I know anything about writing. Whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. I should probably save. So of course that's going to be not gonna get Sayori's help. I feel like Natsuki's the most likely to try to kill me if I pick Yuri's side. But then again, Yuri might be hiding a darkness inside of her. Just gonna go with Natsuki. Really talented. Natsuki has a point. I think that I racked my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveyed feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over. Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Natsuki, I think that's enough. Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticisms can lead to something pretty heated. Glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so? You don't need to feel threatened. Great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. She finally mutters that. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Natsuki takes a breath. glances around the room. Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with everyone. Sayori. Sure, she appreciated it, Sayori. Pats her on the shoulder. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. Again, though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing, but in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Yeah, I'd say the same. So, it was a neat thing to talk about. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. Nod to myself with newfound determination. Huh! Is that an Undertale reference? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. That's... Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Yeah, let's do this. Ugh, got a wedgie. Alright. Marriage, vertigo, tears, music, philosophy, disoriented, electricity, climax. Depression, together, covet, puppy, play. Together. Extreme, explode, calm, bubbles, vivid. Closing. Calm. Variance, games, hair, excitements, unrequited, tenacious. Promise me. Fallible. Entropy, shame, melancholy, cheeks, disaster, hope, strawberries, suicide, defeat. Cute, determination, clouds, rain cloud, atone, desire, fickle, dance, or death. Atone, treasure, fester, heart, nature, anxiety, money, sugar, friends, or sing. Unrestrained, adventure, candy, hurt, skipping, massacre, analysis, flower, flee. Fear, sparkle. Word again. Scars, passion, sticky, power, give. Heartbeat, extraordinary, agonizing, shocking, contamination. Oop, cage, valentine, just ambient. Daydream, raindrops, bouncing existence. Incongruent, flying, sadness, rose, charm. Eternity, frightening landscape, whisper, shiny time. Eye, fireflies, blanket, kiss. Landscape. Vibrant, marshmallow, misery, holiday, sweet aura, lollipop, graveyard, journey, graveyard. Disarray, awesome ocean, ending, after image, kitty, dream, laugh, whistle, swears. Captain Pink, imagination, horror, bliss, fluffy love. Pain, disown, jump, sunny, doki doki, dazzle, infinite, convert, sensation, infinite. Probably tell whose side I'm trying to go for this time. Parfait, judgment, breathe, lipstick, peace, summer, question, uncanny, party, vacation, uncanny. Yeah, they're really setting off those fireworks. Pure, romance, lucky, memories, vanilla, fireworks, random, unstable, sunset, pleasure. Unstable. Yeah. Another day passes, and it's time for the club. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always simple things with you anyways. Speaking... She's losing. No thanks. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse? Why don't we take a look at your Sayuri? No reason really. Just wanted to look at it. Sayuri nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayuri. It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. Yeah, I mean, the game kind of specified that right at the beginning, so, you know. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you planned to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. I mean, I can kind of figure that out already. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves the one option. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. That... Well, man, I need hate to listen to that advice. I just realized I forgot to pour myself a cup of water. I feel like that's foreshadowing something. Don't let her fool you. Sayuri knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. She told you guys she was bringing me. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayuri. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayuri in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayuri glances around. I think Natsuki threw that at her. Retribution! Knew it. Freaking wedgie. Like, why? Why while I'm streaming? That's the freaking worst. Like, sorry. You guys. She hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayuri rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a bite. So good. Sayuri suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. Ah! Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. I hate it when I bite my tongue. Ugh, did that the other day. Oh, excuse me. Sayuri gets out of her seat, goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayuri off of her. Suddenly, Sayuri leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Mouthful, Sayuri trots away to safety. Harry and I laugh as well. Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Yeah, I haven't either. Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Why am I reading that part? Ah, there you are. Monica quizzically glances at me. Ah, never mind that. What held you up anyway? Piano? Oh. Is it me? That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Smile sweetly. Ah, didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. I see. In that case, best of luck. Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Really curious to talk to Yuri, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks like the same book that she lent me. More than that, she seems to be one of the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and her eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in them. Sorry, I was just spacing out. Utter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. That's the book you gave me, right? Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Ah, I see. Something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. Is that so? What is it about, anyway? Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Marco. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. It's kind of dark, isn't it? We made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Gently giggled all of a sudden. No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. I feel like she's the one with depression and the... Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Ha! What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading Winnie. It's as if I could feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. You really apologize a lot, don't you? Ha! Here. This should work, right? Slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. Timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess this makes it kind of difficult to turn pages. Takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb. Do the same thing with my right arm on the right side of the book. The way I turn the page, and Yuri slides it under the thumb, flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting. It's as if I could feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. Glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Yeah, thanks. Oh, I forgot to read. She no longer asks me to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before me, so I turn it to my own volition. Continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. She definitely used the one with depression. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But, Woody, why am I reading that part? Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Monica jump scare. Cool. Exhales spared from finishing her thoughts. Misses her hand from her book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a little bit. Alright. Stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book. Slip it back into my bag. Spend more time with Yuri. Might as well. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. As to what? It's fine, take your time. Reads and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer the patience to her. Saying you've never shared your writing before? Really? I don't believe it. You really think that? Huh. Even your close friends? Doesn't respond to that. Why? Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? The raccoon. Excuse me. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the skittering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as of an ordinary human. Or as an I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious, well aware of the consequences, well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. That raccoon. Cannot read that word. Ah, man, I can't read cursive. True, I swear. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon. Slice the bread, fresh and soft, the raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions to the newly satisfied animal. There. Excuse me. It's gracious. Raccoon has taken to following me. Could say, not quite gotten used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry, and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. Rush of blood. Classic pavillon conditioning. Assuming that's a French word. I slice the bread. Myself again. See that? It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Why do you keep them to yourself? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. Oh, that's her saying that. Alright, I guess. I wouldn't count on that. Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. Sure, I'm nowhere near her level yet. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. Colors, they won't stop. Bright colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. Endless cacophony. This noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. See, it's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Like that's a good cue to save the game. Just gonna save it over the same spots, you know, just until I feel like I might need another save, you know. That may be true, but I just wanted to try something different. I'm still figuring this one out. Dang. I guess that's one way of looking at it. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. He helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has lots of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. I'm gonna tell everyone. I feel like that was not so much literature than it was a diary entry. It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. No, of course not. Do you know people like that? Huh, it's funny. I wrote about something similar today. Yeah, she said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. People shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Huh. Natsuki has trouble finding words. Excuse me. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in her poem. Okay. Sayori's the last one. Ah, she likes it. Ah, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? That's not very helpful, you know. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, Guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Huh? Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Alright, but you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, whatever. Happy and sad? Can't see you liking something sad, Sayuri. Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens, each inside my thumb and forth. Pluck out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. Put it in a bottle to keep it safe. Put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. Collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feels a certain. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, dreams. Friend after friend. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets, hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off the bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. The empty shelf could use some more. Friends look through my locked front. Finally all done. Open up. In come my friends. Such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. Every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends. Friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. All I hear is echo. Sighed. Crap. Sayuri, did you really write this? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. See that? It's almost kind of creepy. Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. Thinking too hard about this. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayuri's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it. More than a week later. I wonder if this one is one of those times. Seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. performing. Oh man. Oh boy. Oh no. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Oh man, I really hope that isn't foreshadowing. Flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. I think I'll read the poem parts out loud. Ugh, I keep yawning. Monica begins reciting her poem. Their confidence fills the room, and that her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before? Or she's simply a natural? Glance around me. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, it's the citation. The four of us applaud. Mika takes a breath and smiles. Didn't have to read a poem part. Clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. Oh, I thought that was the name of it. After edge of a crimson eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her voice. It's transformed into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire it keeps concealing inside her head. Suddenly, she finishes. Everyone is stunned. She snaps back into reality. This is around her. She murdered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. Just to start applauding. Joins me afterwards. Give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applauded, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Sayuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. Sayuri. Sayuri begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice is made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayuri is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this paper, I wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayuri's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayuri meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into something I thought I knew through and through. Sayuri finishes and we applaud. Good job, Sayuri. What does that even mean? It's fine. Might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. Stand up in front of the podium. Their eyes on me. Terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. Sorry, I'm not really good as everyone else. Yeah, maybe. Ski begrudgingly gets out of her seat, makes her way to the podium. The poem is called Why Are You All Looking at Me? Jump. Ski takes a breath. She starts reciting the poem. Her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm to it. Natsuki's trademark style. and works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. Words feel like they bounce up and down, as if it's giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. Jeez, should probably find some other poem to recite instead. Yeah, no problem. Alright. Stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica. I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica, and I'll have to do my best. Need to go, Sayori? Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? Whatever. Let's go already. Walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. Today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. No wonder. Sayori fumbles with her words. Huh? The question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. I should probably save. I'm just gonna outright say it. I would walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does that thought of that pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I'd feel awful turning her down, so... That has nothing to do with what I just said. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things head right now. One is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. Conversation trails off, and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I just can't lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. And again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time. And here we are again. Blanket, ribbon, rose, dazzle, sensation, fireflies, anime, games, boop, candy. Skipping, waterfall, passion, feather, sing, inferno, portrait, fear, puppy, landscape. Puppy. Extreme, pink, lipstick, tears, tragedy, amazing, laugh, anger, play, vitality. Tackle, flee, clumsy, alone, pain, skirt, jumping. Raindrops, lucky, charm, crimson cover, flower, sugar, cute, unending. So, defeat, pleasure, Doki Doki, joy, smile, cheer, just joy. Shun, uncanny, disown, whistle, color, philosophy, jump, tenacious, storm, strength. Destiny, heaven sent, shopping, agonizing, ambient, cheeks, shame, starscape, extraordinary. Childhood, popular, dream, daydream, fantasy, vanilla, treasure, dream, journey, prayer, Z, graveyard, sweet, death, eternity, swimsuit, capable, strawberry, hop, peaceful, it's music, rain cloud, silly, peace, chocolate, bed, sword, captive, silly. Milk, essence, playground, universe, Valentine, adventure, spinning, email. Pure, socks, hurt, parfait, flying, sunset, tribute, shining, killed, sunset. Broken, wrath, together, desire, depression, marriage, meager, clouds, insight. Sadness, calm, twirl, versus disaster, electricity, hair, determination, or incongruent. Fireworks, giggle, explode, vacation, poof, warm, fester, rouse. Let's go, fireworks. By nature, headphones, vibrant, judgment, uncontrollable, special. It's hopeless, unrequited, grief, sticky, period, happiness, existence, excitement, massacre. Scars, dance, party, pout, mission, time, despise. Alright. Don't worry, I just walked into. I think I might just end this here. It's been a few hours, but you know, I'm interested to see what happens next. Like, you know, I feel like maybe 2 more sessions and things will turn bad or something. Because I know people have been telling me this is a horror game, but I haven't even got to any horror parts. So. Yeah, but I think we'll leave that for next time. I'm gonna be jumping back into Final Fantasy probably sometime next week. But yeah, I'll put this in the cycle between 3 games. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth will be my next stream, I'm thinking. And then I'll finally finish off Final Fantasy 16. So, yeah, I'll give it a couple weeks and then it'll just be this and 7 Rebirth. So yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching. Shall see you.